Dictionaries in Python. This is our point of discussion today. We can use collections to create database like structure using Python. Each collection type has a different purpose. You have seen in list as well as in tuple also, and you use the various types in specific ways. That we do actually. The important idea to remember is that a collections are simply another kind of sequence. Here we are going to discuss a collection in Python which is known as a dictionary. You can compare a telephone directory, okay, as a dictionary, okay, and each key is mapping a value. So Python the main concept behind Python is Python dictionary is a key value pair. Okay, the value of a dictionary can be of any type, but the keys must be of an immutable type, such as string, numbers, tuples, and dictionary is mutable. We can add new items or change the value of the existing items. Whatever we want to add, you can add it. Okay, you can modify it. All right. So that is the thing. So creating a dictionary means like when we'll create a dictionary. So that is the thing. So what we can do is we can take a proper key value pair. That is important for us. Okay, that is important for us, and then we will do so. So this is simply a dictionary. Whenever we are creating, we can creating in this way. Say D1 is a dictionary, and we will give simply out here this one say 1, so you are writing out here say 1. All right, so what you are writing, you are writing here 1, one, 1. All right, now say again comma, put a 2 out here, then you give out here tw2, okay, comma, then 3, then you can give a colon out here, then you give a 3. All right, sorry, three, sorry, th three. Suppose you are giving out here comma and then say 4 and can give say you can give here 4. All right, sorry, 4, you are 4. All right, so this is a dictionary has been formed. All right, so that you see out here. Now what is happening out here? So d1 equals to is this one. So in this way we can create a dictionary. So d1, suppose if I'm doing the print d1, now let's see what is happening. Print d1, so what, this is a dictionary, so it is showing key value pair. Okay, I told you also that is 1 is 1, that is 2 is 2, that is 3 4 like this. Okay, not only that, you can keep it in this way also. Suppose I'm creating d2 equals to, say for example, this one 1 colon say 1 1 like this, say 1 say colon no, 10. So I'll take 10, then 2 colon say 20, okay, say 3 colon say 30, say 4 colon say 40, one more, we are taking 5 colon say 50. All right, so a dictionary has been created. All right, now if you are giving print d2, let's see now what does it come. Print d2, then what is coming? Yes, the dictionary has been created in this way. All right, so what is happening here, you can see how a key value pair is actually helpful or being used to create a dictionary. So key is as an integer and values are string out here. So key is an integer and here the values are string, and here in both cases key is an integer and values are also integers. So both way it is possible, it is not only like that, you can do it in this way also. Suppose I am making the, suppose a d3 equals to, say I'm giving out here right now, sorry, this one as a one, okay, and you are writing out here 1. All right, now say 2, sorry, 2 two, and you are giving out here, sorry, 2. All right, now say 3 and single colon and you are giving out here 3, sorry, and then say 4 and you are giving out here say colon 4. So always this syntax has to be maintained. All right, now say you are giving 5 and closing it, and then say you are giving 5 out here. All right, so a dictionary has been created. All right, now you see, so you are here, you see here it was numeric, here one numeric, one string value, and here first string, then the numeric has come. Let's see the dictionary how it gives us. Print, sorry, print, and I'm giving out here d3. Okay, what is happening? You see the dictionary has been created. So the dictionaries can be created in these different ways. Okay, key value pair can be taken in any combination. All right, so you can take numeric string, you can take numeric, you can take string numeric, in this way. These are the orders. Okay. To create dictionary, key value pairs are separated by a comma. Key value pairs are to be separated by a comma. You have seen it clearly. This is the key value, then comma, then again the key value comes. okay, and enclosed in two curly braces. These are the two curly braces that you can see out here, into which the dictionary has been enclosed. Okay, so in key value pair, each key is separated from its value by a colon. So between, so what are the three elements are there as a separator? These are being used between key value pair, a colon sign, between two values, two key value pairs, comma, and the entire dictionary will be enclosed within a pair of curly braces. These are the basics of this dictionary. All right, now we see we will create an empty dictionary by putting only two curly braces. Say I'm giving out here a d4, okay, and I'm giving out here like this, okay, like this. I have taken and d4, okay. So now what I am doing out here, type, okay, type, and then say d4, all right, and then say what is happening now. You see, so type is dictionary. So type command, see the status of a variable or an object, what kind of it is. So the type command I have used, it is showing clearly dict. Now you see the thing that directly in curly braces you can enclose key value pairs. Now you see that we have used the different ones. Now we will see the same type, that is by string and string. Basics what I am doing out here, you see, that is the key value pair is input, okay, input, okay, and then say here it is keyboard, okay, sorry, keyboard, all right, okay, keyboard, all right. Now comma, say here it is memory, memory, and here it is I'm giving out here say RAM, all right, say RAM, all right. So now you see out here memory, then secondary storage, okay, storage, storage, secondary storage, comma, HDD, that means hard disk, all right, like that, all right. Now you say that is language, say language, okay, you say language, okay, G, language, and then so we are doing Python, sorry, not here, language, and then we are doing out here Python, all right. This is we are doing Python, all right. Python has to be given in single quote, otherwise it will not work. Python, right? Say Python, say comma, and then say one more. We are using say OS. OS means operating system. OS operating system. OS means say Windows. Windows. Okay. So this one dictionary has been created, a pair of value bases within a pair of value bases clearly shown. Now this time we have taken the key value pair both as string. Here both was integer. Here both as string. Okay, now say I'm doing out here print d6. What is happening? You see out here that has been printed. All right. So directly in curly braces you can enclose the key value pairs in this way in order to create a function. Now suppose if you are writing like the, if you want to use some particular method that's called dict method, the function dict is used to create a new dictionary with no items. This function is called built-in function. What is the thing? So for this we will write a program that will be better for us to understand. So I'm going out here like this. What I'm doing, we're doing out a d equals to dict dictionary, okay, dictionary that has been created, all right. So if I'm doing out here print d, it will show you the empty dictionary. Now you see that dictionary is mutable. This particular point we will demonstrate by using this program. So now say d equals to what? D equals to what? We are adding the items one by one right now. So d1 we are adding, sorry, print d, wait, d1. So here it is d1, d1, all right. What it will be there? There will be some value, okay, that is I'm taking again 1, all right. And before this I'm taking one more thing out here, that is d equals to this and this, all right, that I'm taking, okay. And then say d, one by one you take d2 equals to, within bracket you take 2, okay. You can take the string, see that in single quote or in double quote also, d3, okay, equals to here you take 3, okay, and so d4, and here you take what, 3 4, okay, 4 out here, and d5 you take here as double quotes and then type 5, all right. So it has been created, and then finally you give here print d, okay, print and d, sorry, print and capital D out here. So I'm saving it with a file name called file. What I'm doing out here, I'm saving it with a file that is called creating dictionary, creating, so, creating dictionary, dict method, dict method, fine. I'm creating it, saving it, fine. Then we will execute it, fine. Then we will execute it, run module, fine. So we have executed it. So it is coming in this way. Now the empty dictionary has come, and then as we have entered the values into the dictionary, that has also been printed. All right, that is the thing. So in this way, we can also we can create the dictionary. These are your practical activity. You know, I am saving it in a file called in a text file. That will be better. Okay, after that, so you will be able to write it. Okay, that is the thing. So these are the dictionary things out here. Okay, you have seen it how we have done. All right. So these are the things actually. So let us see now. So this particular file, if you want to see the once more the output, how it is becoming. So this is simply by using the dict method, which is used to create a dictionary. Okay. Now previously we have done in our practical activity directly we have to create, but the dict method now also been used in order to create the dictionary. So when we are executing, the execution takes place in this way. You see out here, yes, this is the one 1 2 3 4 5 like this, the dictionary as we have entered the simply the value has been created. All right, so as you like. All right, so you can create it. All right, and here you have to give the numeric in order to distinguish the items and all. Suppose if I am giving out here, say here it is 1 one, okay, I'm doing like this, say. Now see the output once. Okay, what does it come? All right, click on OK. See, it has not been taken. All right, it has started from 2. So that's why you have to give out here the numeric, so in order to get the proper output. All right, so the thing is that now if you execute, you will see that simply the output is appearing in this way. Clear? Okay, now you see previously the one was not there, or now it has been appeared once again. So you better avoid out here the what, the key as the string. So take the numeric for this. All right, so that is the thing. So now we have created this one. So we are creating we will be creating another dictionary out here. These dictionary programs we have seen, and then clicking on this one, we are going to the another program by choosing file new. Okay, so we are now accessing the dictionary elements. You can use the familiar square brackets with the key to obtain its value. So you create one dictionary out here, dict. Okay, dict equals to you give out here dict one, you give, that will be better. Okay, because dict is a command. Okay, so you give your name, and here you give uh, Ranjit. All right, fine. Acha. His age is say age. Here it is again colon. Age is say 8. All right, and then what can you do is you can see class. Okay, class. Say he is in. Sorry. This one you can create in this way. Then his class will be say it is 3. All right. Sorry, 2. All right. Now this dictionary has been created. Now you see that you can give your print and say you give your dict. Okay, and here you should give like this dict name. Okay, and then where bracket to be closed, and you have to give it in this way. All right, dict name, and you can give out here comma dict say this one as not dict, actually we have to take dict 1. Okay, and here you have taken dict 1, and then you will have to take what, here you have to take age. All right, age. All right, so you can see accessing the element how it is. Okay, so now we will just execute the program once, and then we will see how it is being displayed. Now you see. Okay, so yes, create one, I'm giving out here, create one. All right, now you see Ranjit 8 has come. Okay, but this particular thing has not come out here, because here in this way you cannot do it like this. If you want to do it in this way, you have to put a comma. All right, and that is the thing. So here the another print command to be given out here. So what you will do, print, then within bracket you put a comma and then put a share. All right, so in this way you have to do. All right, so the thing is that then in that case you can access it properly. All right, there is an error, it is saying out here. Let's see what is the error. All right, now here the bracket has not been given, so the error appears. Okay, error may come, it's quite normal. Okay, so always you deal with the errors properly. So Ranjit, and he's of 8 years. Okay, clear. So here you can add a prompt string. So okay, name is okay, then double quotes comma, and his age, okay, sorry, his, excuse me, his age is what, that is double quote comma. All right, so now you can execute this program. You can observe the difference between the this execution as well as the last execution. Fine. So his name is as appearing as prompt string, as well as his age is also appearing out here. So whenever you are accessing elements in this way, you have to do. Okay, that's what. Fine. So the thing is that, so now we will this is actually the dictionary that we had created. Okay. Now we will traversing a dictionary means of accessing each element of a dictionary. This can be done by using a for loop, while loop, whatsoever. Okay. So what could you do is, so I'm going for a new program out here. So I'm taking simply some value out here. So d1 equals to say I'm giving out here the old dictionary 1, so it will be out here 1, okay, and then comma, say 2, then sorry, 2, then colon, say sorry, no, just a minute, 2, and then say here it is 2, 2, so 3 colon, here it is 3, okay, comma, 4 colon, and then 4, and then it is comma 5, sorry, I'm taking 5, and then colon, say 5, and here I'm taking here sorry, 6, and then colon, here I'm taking 6. Okay, so my dictionary has been completed. Now I want to access this dictionary. Okay, so what I will write, for, sorry, for I in d1. Okay, okay, what do I do next? Give a colon sign, and the indexing will take place in this way. So after pressing enter, wherever the cursor goes, from there only your indexing will begin. All right, don't change the cursor position. Okay, if you think that it will start from here, you will you will be within a grip of error. Okay, and invalid indexing. Okay, that error might occur. All right, so that is the thing. So here in operator in for loop iterates each key of a dictionary. This can see out here, in key is actually iterating. All right, this is actually iterating. So I'm giving a remark out here, okay, what in operator, in operator, okay, in operator, what does it do? In for loop, okay, iterates each value of dictionary. Okay, dictionary. Okay, this is a remark I have given, so for your understanding purpose. Okay, that is the thing. So that's what, after this what will you do? So this is your indexing place. So here you will write what? Print, here you will write I, that is the position, and then put a comma, then put a colon, then it will be printing in the dictionary format only. So that is the reason. Okay, print does not understand the dictionary and all, but we have to give it in such a way that it looks like a dictionary. Fine. So now what will happen? D, then I. Okay, here also the same thing. First value will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In that way it will be accessed. All right, so it is completed. It has been completed. So that this is the traversing. All right, so I've given a remark out here. Okay, for your understanding purpose. Okay, so traversing in a dictionary, and DIC dictionary, sorry, dictionary. All right, so this is complete, this has been completed. Now I'm executing this program as well to see out here how execution takes place. Okay, so what is happening? In operator is very important one, which is the associative operator. Okay, that you should do, that you should know. We have previously also we have used this this one in range functions and all, and dictionary iteration. Okay, now you see we'll execute this one and we will get the output. Now we'll just check out. All right, so now you see error D is not defined. Fine, there is no problem. Where is the error? Okay, we have taken out here D, but it has to be D1. All right, so that's the error. All right, so everywhere the variable was wrong, that's why the error has been appeared. All right, you see out here all the values have been printed. Okay, 1 comma this is 2 3 4 5, all this thing has been printed. All right, so that's what you have to do it. Okay, that is the accession of dictionary. All right, so this is actually the traversing in a dictionary that I had demonstrated to you. Okay, so this is the today's the session. Then I am finishing out here. You definitely do the practical execution of these particular programs. Okay, by using these particular programs or by changing its value, or in other way also you can develop any other program that also will be welcome. Okay, thank you very much.